it takes people a lifetime to master these skills.
Some women, if she went to school for
actually,
this or something.
some women actually go to preparatory school just to prepare themselves for role of princesses, for role of first ladies,
like natural.
and it's very natural. And another woman who actually, when we talk about first ladies, that comes in mind is Michelle Obama. Yes. And if you really look at Michelle Obama's style and Zainab, First Lady Zainab's style, it kind of mirrors each other. What we know of Michelle, we know her in terms of her intelligence, we know her style and all that stuff. But in terms of the First Lady, we don't know her that much, but what we know in terms of, she looks very graceful, she looks classy, and she looks absolutely beautiful. I think she is a really beautiful woman, and we're very proud, I think, as Gambians, to really have a woman like that to go outside and represent us.
The way she carries herself is fantastic.
It is really fantastic.
You know how she crosses her legs.
That's why we're trying to tell people that, to look sophisticated and elegant, it doesn't have to be too much. Yes. Less is always more. Yeah. I mean, the dress.
Like she will have all those little areas.
The dress that you wear, basically, the dress is supposed to, you're supposed to wear the dress. This dress is not supposed to wear you. So basically, when you are at any function, any place that you walk in, if you wear a really nice dress, simple, fits you all in the right places. I'm talking about a dress might be even just black basic dress. I mean, but it fits you all in the right places with a simple pump. When you walk in, people know you've arrived.
But do you know what shoes those wear and the bag? Because I was thinking Chanel. And
no, it wasn't Chanel. It was the emblem looked like, I'm not sure if it's Celine, because I know Celine is a French designer. It looked like it's Celine. I'm not sure from a distance because the camera is, it wasn't very far.
I had to call up the tour and I like, can you zoom into the bag?
Yeah, and the shoes, oh my God, it was just this really simple Mary Jane pumps.
Yeah, the pumps
that was with the dress. The dress is actually a silk chiffon. Yeah.
And she chose the well because it's green, the party color.
Well, yeah, and it was kind of it has, I think it has cream, it has gray, it also has green in it, like a sage green. So all mixed in, and the arms were balloon. So really sophisticated, so French. Yes. Yeah, it is. You know, I'm sitting right next to a woman who actually, basically, when I talk about her style, Jarai Dabo, and this lady has style, and her mom had style. So basically, this is absolutely what a beautiful woman and a woman of class needs to look like.
Thank you.
And we're very, very happy, and you as well, you're looking fantastic, always looking good.
Thank you.
And Treasure here, basically, we just want everybody to look fantastic and wonderful. Our style is also sophisticated elegance. When you come to Treasure, what we carry is basically clothes that fit you. And it's not too much, but just simple.
Thank you very much, Ejikumba. It's always very nice to have you on the program. And I'm sure we'll see you again next time before you go back to the U.S.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, and my next guest is Fatma Dabo. She's Gambian. She lives in LA. If you've been watching Channel 4, is it NBC4, Project Runway, she was one of the contestants there, the only African for that matter, right?
Yes, true.
Welcome to Fatu Show. Can you tell us about yourself first?
Well, there's not much to say. I'm a very simple person. I was quite lucky to do a show that huge. I was surprised when I heard that I was going to be doing it. And I don't know. Once I got there, it was a little different. It was a little stressful, a lot of competition. Every day someone gets eliminated, and I would always think that I was next. Yeah. But it was fun. I got to meet Heidi Klum.
She's the host, right?
She is the host, and I believe she's also married to Seal.
Yeah, and I think they're going through separation.
I think they're going through a rough patch.
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw that.
With Hollywood Lives, there's no guarantees.
Yeah.
But and weirdly enough, I also worked for Seal. I did one of his music videos, so it was strange that I happened to also do Project Runway.
So how long have you been a model for? Because I remember we went to school together.
Yeah,
we are like class of '94.
Isn't it weird? And then here we are. First and foremost, I want to thank you for having me on your show. It's quite an honor and a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I been working.
Okay, we need to. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Little malfunction there.
We'll have to change the mic.
We're gonna have to get another mic. Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
Much better. I'm sure people can hear me now. Yeah, I've been working as a model for a while. I've done actually a lot of stuff. I've worked on TV commercials.
Yeah.
I've done Verizon, T-Mobile, Dell Computers.
I saw one in America on TV. I was watching TV one day and I saw you.
Really?
I think it was a phone or something.
I think it was Verizon.
Yeah.
And I saw T-Mobile.
Oh, you did.
Was I dancing in it?
No, that one you were sitting and you were talking on the phone. It was something like, it was a long time. I think it was in 2007.
Well, then if it was, I think it was probably Dell Computers. I was like laying
You did
down.
Dell Computers?
I did Dell Computers. I've done a lot of commercials. I've been very blessed, and I hope that all that I've done would inspire kids across Gambia to know that if you dream big, you can go many, many places, far places. So I hope I have inspired, and hopefully I can be a role model for other Gambian girls.
So you were the only African, right?
I was the
on the
only
whole of
African
Project
girl.
Runway.
Can
And
you believe-
Gambians were really, really proud to have a Gambian in there. How did you get along with the rest of the girls there?
It
This
was
is different culture.
It
everything
was a
different.
challenge. It was. I think we had a lot of clashing going on. Some of the girls had problems with me, and I had problems with them. But I believe that in the world we live in, we have problems with each other, but we have to try to get along, because that's the only way to be. But I did the best that I could to get along with them, but there was a lot of pettiness going on, a lot of little fights.
What was that? Was it because you are from Africa? You know how sometimes, when I go to America, I go through some kind of, something like that before, especially from African Americans.
Yeah, African Americans, for some reason, I think they have a little problem with African girls. Maybe because they feel like we have culture and they don't. I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons why they don't get along. But I think most and the majority try to get along with African girls because we're not there to compete. You know what I mean? After all, they're Americans and we're Africans. We're different.
Yeah, you have a BA in business, right?
Yes, I do.
In business management.
Yes, I do.
And you decided to do modeling.
Well, it's weird. When I was in school, I told my mom that I wanted to model. She was like, no way. No modeling for you. And then I asked again. She's like, yes, you can, only if you graduate.
Yeah.
You graduate from college, then you can do whatever you want. So I'm glad I listened. I'm glad she made me finish college, because modeling is great, but there's nothing like education. Education is very important. You have to go to school, because after all, if there's nothing else, there's going to be work for you.
Are you looking at maybe giving up modeling one day? And what is it that you would want to do?
Well, I would like to write books.
Yeah.
I want to write books for little kids. I love stories, and that's the one thing I love most, writing stories. And hopefully one day I'll publish a book.
Wow.
That's what I want to do. So.
And Project Runway, at some point you were out of the competition.
Yes, I got eliminated.
What happened?
It turns out that my segment, the challenge was designers that have already worked with their models can't work with them again. And unfortunately, I was the one that couldn't work with my model again. So, but I didn't think of it that way. I just thought about, oh my God, I'm lucky to be doing this show in the first place. So what happened afterwards didn't matter. You know, what mattered was that I was doing something the whole world was going to see. Being there for the longest time wasn't the most important part. The important part was just getting there.
What was it like for you? This is you, right, in one of the magazines. You're also on magazines, and this one is Nail Pro?
It's Nail Pro, yeah. It's a magazine that focuses only on nails.
Oh.
So that was one of my very first jobs. So as you can see, I still look like a little kid.
Yeah, this one is nice. So
And
this one is another one from
That
Nail
was
Pro.
one of the recent ones. After I worked with them, they remembered me and they called me again to do this one.
And this one, Yogi?
Yogi magazine. It's a yoga. I don't know if Gambians are into yoga.
Yeah.
Well, yoga is I don't know. It's like a weird exercise.
I know, I started it before
Have
and then
you?
I had to run away.
Are you kidding? You and me
Yeah.
both. I ran away too. I couldn't take it.
Yeah, these are really nice.
Oh,
They're nice.
you flatter me too much.
No, seriously, they're nice. And you know, at some point I was in America and then I heard about you. I was really excited.
Well,
I'm like,
me
we
too.
went
I
to
heard
the
about
same
you.
class.
I know. Can you believe it? When my mom told me what you were doing here, I was so proud. You've really, you're making history.
The class of '94 was good. Lamin Manga, you were in the same class with
You
Lamin
believe
Manga,
Lamin Manga? Oh my God, he was one of my best friends.
Yeah.
We didn't get along much, but I would love him
I
forever.
know.
He's always teasing me.
Very stubborn.
Are you kidding? He'll never change. But he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
He's now the programs director for GRT.
I heard. I'm so proud of him. He's such a good one.
So now, what was it like after Project Runway? Because I know your name was like all over.
Oh,
A
my
lot of
goodness.
people know when you go out.